Welcome back, friends. So good to be gathered together again here on this Wednesday evening. My name is Krishna Chandra, and this is our weekly guided meditation based on the teachings and techniques of Paramhansa Yogananda and the lineage of Kriya Yoga masters that you see here on the altar. Before we begin, I would just like to invoke and invite the great masters to be here with us, to invite Spirit to be here with us. We know that we can do all things through the divine, and we can invite the divine here to concentrate through us, to meditate with us, to take us deep into the truth that is ready to ignite within us. And that's going to be the theme of our evening, is what truth is ready to ignite within me. So let's invite Spirit to be here with us in this sacred gathering together. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahoshai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, humbly, lovingly, we invoke your presence, bowing before you all. Make us like you, attune us with your consciousness, magnetize our molecules with your magnetic presence. Help us to concentrate, help us to learn how to focus, help us to learn how to relax and expand our consciousness. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us and teach us to awaken that love in all. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace. Amen. And here in this month of February, which is the beginning of the year of the fire horse in the Lunar New Year in the Chinese zodiac. I know that this year, at least in circles that I'm in, so many people are talking about the Chinese zodiac this year because we had the year of the snake last year, which is a year of shedding the skin, letting go of the things that are no longer serving us, and then this year is about welcoming that which wants to sprout and grow and ignite within us. And this is the year of the fire horse, which is going to be a very, very beautiful year for those of us who get into that flow and who are welcoming change, who are calling on our higher selves and our guides to show us what is it that we are meant to be doing with our lives. What is it that the passions that could be awakened within us. This is a year, they say, that is not favoring those who are timid or afraid, but those who are moving forward with courage, with confidence, with competence. And so we want to welcome that energy. We're going to be rewarded for taking chances and for doing the things that are meaningful to us and not playing it safe. So playing it safe is no longer practical, is what I'm trying to say. It's actually more practical to figure out what it is that is most interesting to you in every moment, and to do that, follow your bliss this year. And we're going to be using our meditation to quiet the mind, because when we're seeking answers to problems, or we're asking questions, and we're thinking, we're actually blocking the intuition that could come. So in meditation, we're learning how to concentrate, and we're learning how to relax our bodies, focus on a single point, and allow our consciousness to expand. And in our meditation, you can think about your heart being like fertile soil where seeds of wisdom are getting planted. So we don't need to chase thoughts in our meditation. So while we're meditating, we're using these techniques like Hong Sa, measured breathing, and we're focusing on the techniques with all of our concentration. And when in doubt, you know your mind is drifting. Oh, this seems like a really interesting thought. I want to follow it. And then we get off track, and then all of a sudden we're so far away from here and now and what we were doing, and then we simply just bring it back to the focus on the technique. And at the end of our meditation, I'm going to give us some time to hold up this question to the higher self, I believe that we all have guides that are whispering in our ears, that are trying to get our attention. And when our minds are agitated, or when we're stressed, or when we're thinking too hard about all of these things, it's like we're not listening. So in this meditation, we're going to learn how to just focus, to relax. And then at the end of the meditation, we're going to use that prayer to invite what truth is ready to ignite within me. So what is it this year that I can aim at? What is it that wants to happen? It doesn't have to seem like scary or daunting. We can hold that question up in a calm state, and that's what we're going to do in our meditation. We're learning how to become calm and receptive. And then your higher self or your guides will speak to you in ways that make sense to you. Everybody is different, and the way that we hear and experience and learn may come through synchronicities that you start paying attention to in your life. Might become opportunities that start arising, and you start following the trail, the clues. So what we're doing now is we're just welcoming what is it that wants to happen this year. We want to align our independent human will, as Yogananda says. We have our independent human will that follows oftentimes selfish desires, follows desires of fame and fortune, or sense pleasures, those sorts of things, and then can lead us so far away from what it is that our true self wants to do in our lives. But when we align our independent human will and the divine will, and nothing and no one in the world can stop you from doing what it is that you're meant to be doing. That's like getting into the flow, into a harmony, and getting into a symbiotic relationship with the world around us, with nature, with life. Realizing that nothing, as Yogananda says, comes to destroy you, but it comes to strengthen your power. So when you're facing challenges, we can get all upset and grumble and wish it wasn't like this. But the truth is that everything that we experience is here for our benefit and our good. And once we get into that mindset, nothing bad ever happens to us. We can tell that story, and nothing bad is ever happening to me, because, well, if that thing didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened. And that didn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. All of these things are happening for a reason, even if we can't see it in the moment. We trust it, we take some breaths, and meditation can help us to slow down our reaction process. We'll get ourselves caught up in life, and we'll get carried away, and we'll get mad and curse and wish it wasn't like this, and then realize, oh wait, slow down. You get into a meditation, you quiet the mind, and you realize, wow, okay, this isn't here to hurt me, this isn't here to crush me, this is for my own good. What is trying to happen here? And to learn to be grateful. I know it sounds crazy, but you learn to be grateful even for the challenging things that happen. And that's what we're practicing, and that's what I want us to get into the flow of this year in a big way. And if we do that, we're going to have an amazing year. This is a year about following your passions and figuring out what it is. And it doesn't have to be these lofty things. Sometimes it can be just in the moment, what is the thing that's most interesting to me? And giving yourself those little pauses and taking those breaths, rather than just running on autopilot all the time. We're slowing things down and asking those questions, and you can bring that up. So I'd like us, if you have the piece of paper, like a half sheet of paper there, if you don't have one, we've got some more in the back or over here. Yeah, and a pen. And you can start bringing your journals to this if you'd like to be able to record this and go back to it. So let's go ahead and write that question down now. And that is, what truth is ready to ignite within me? What truth is ready to ignite within you? Something wants to ignite within you. Aha moments want to arise in your mind. Amazing things want to happen through you this month, this week, this day, this year. So all we're doing is learning how to listen and follow the clues, follow the intuition. As an example, as I've been doing this practice for myself, one of the truths that awakened within me, and it really clicked as I was painting this mural as well, I was in a state of mind where I felt that things like this, holding space with friends, meditating with friends, holding open this field of resonance and allowing spirit to come through and to have beautiful effect of our group connection like this, I felt that my artwork was almost like a secondary part of that, and it wasn't as important as things like this, as important as holding space. And maybe another way to say it wasn't like, it's not as direct. But when I was holding that question up, one of the big aha moments that came through is that also, if I decide to, the art can also be something that holds that space, that frequency, that resonance for people to feel when they see it. So those with an open heart and that are choosing to be sensitive could receive it in the same way. So it kind of exploded in my mind of becoming much more enthusiastic about the creative work that I'm doing and seeing it not as different, and the two worlds became one. So that's kind of an example of what it did for me. And then I'm continually asking that question, and almost every day a new truth wants to awaken. So throughout your week as well, don't just do it tonight. Continue asking that question, continue writing in your journal, continue meditating, and see what comes through. We're learning how to feel calmness, peace, love, joy. This is what's important. The more that we're calm, the more that we're focused, we open our hearts and we can feel those divine qualities. Feel the presence of the Divine Mother here with us. She is so happy that her children are gathered like this. She gets our attention through all of the situations and circumstances that come into our lives. Because when everything's going great, we're just off doing our thing, we're not paying attention to her, so she throws little things in our way. And all we are meant to do is to turn inward and go to her. But here, in the peace of this meditation, we're focusing on her. We don't need outside situations. Maybe all of those situations have brought us here. Hard things that we go through, we realize, and it brings us into this space where we remember that the joy that we're looking for has been with us all along, and it's been within us, and it is our agitation, stress, anxieties that block the signal of the calmness and the peace and the joy and the love that is always flowing, always available. And we learn how to tune our hearts like a radio receiver in meditation. And that's what we're doing here together. We're learning how to tune our hearts to relax and to feel and to share those divine qualities with others. Meditation is not a selfish act. When you're meditating and you're feeling those divine qualities, they say, science has even shown with instruments and measures that you can see that it has an effect. They say a 5-mile radius around the one who's meditating is causing calmness to come over an area, and we can send this light to each other, and we can send it to our loved ones and the world. In our meditation, we're going to be using a few techniques. They're all very simple, but very powerful. Our main technique is called Hong Sa, where on the inhalation we're going to be mentally chanting Hong, and on the exhalation Sa. All along we're going to be keeping our gaze uplifted at that blue lotus, at the point between the eyebrows. You can practice that by simply closing your eyes and gently lifting your gaze. You can imagine that you're standing at the edge of the ocean or the Gulf, looking out into the water. Imagine a sunrise or a sunset there, just the sun above the water line. And feel that gentle uplifting gaze there above the horizon. Another aspect of Hong Sa is the right index finger. I'll guide us at a point to gently curl the right index finger toward you on the inhalation and away from you on the exhalation. We're going to have our palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso. But just to demonstrate, on the inhalation, curling that right index finger toward you and then away from you on the exhalation. We're going to be using a technique called measured breathing or even count breathing, where we're going to inhale through the nostrils very slowly to a count of 8. We're going to hold the breath to a count of 8 and then slowly exhale to a count of 8. To begin, let's sit with our palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso, back in a straight line, head parallel to the floor. Lifting our gaze just above that horizon line. We're going to relax and release the tension in our bodies, any tension that we're feeling. Yogananda said there's no better way to relax and release tension in the body than what I'm about to show you now. It's a double inhale. It sounds like, and we're going to tense all the muscles in the body, low, medium, high. We're going to vibrate with willingness and exhale. And relax, release, and feel that energy pouring into your body. So let's do that together. Go ahead and take in a normal deep inhalation. And all the way out. And now double inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel energy pouring into your body. Again, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating, and exhale. Relax, release, feel that energy pouring in. Last round, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, just a bit higher, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel let all of the tension dissolve. Feel your hands vibrating, feel your forearms vibrating, your biceps and triceps, your shoulders, your heart. Sitting upright, gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. We're going to do a few rounds of measured breathing, inhaling through the nostrils slowly to a count of 8, holding to a count of 8, and slowly exhaling to a count of 8. So let's throw the breath all the way out. Gaze uplifted very slowly through the nostrils. Inhale. Hold. Slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. Hold. Slowly exhale. Slowly inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold, keeping the gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows, and exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round, inhale. Breathing normally now. Sitting upright, back in a straight line, head parallel to the floor, relaxing into that pose. Just now making this commitment that to be here, to be present here now. Let's let go of all of your projects, all of your life situations, all of the conversations and relationship struggles, all of the deadlines of work. Let it all go for now. We're on a worry fast. You're allowed. I give you all permission to not worry about anything. We've closed the door, and in here you are safe to stop thinking, planning, strategizing, arguing, making your point. If a relationship or a person comes into your mind, just see them and send them light. And let it go. Breathing normally. You can imagine that the breath is like waves on the seashore. You are the observer of the breath, and that breath is coming up onto the seashore, turning around, going back out into the ocean. And just notice the breath as it comes and goes naturally. All day long your body is breathing, and now we're just watching it happen. Every breath, every moment is an opportunity to be present. When we're present, we feel calm. We feel happy, we feel content, even-minded and cheerful. Begin to notice the sensation of the breath in the nostrils. Noticing that on the inhalation, the breath in the nostrils feels a bit cool. On the exhalation, slightly warm. Zoom in with the awareness, like the flashlight of awareness, and just point it at the sensation of the inhalation, the cool sensation in the nostrils on the inhale. Slightly warm sensation there on the exhale. Just put all of your attention on feeling the cool and warm sensation as the breath comes and goes, not controlling, not worrying, and allowing your body to relax. Even if you get one breath where you're not thinking, your brain heals. And you only need to ever meditate for 1 second at a time. Just keep meditating for 1 second, one breath. Simply feeling the cool and warm sensations coming and going, relaxing. 1 second, 1 second. And as you breathe and you become more and more relaxed, let's now move that sensation up from the nostrils, up to the bridge of the nose, where the nose meets the skull. Feel now that the cool and warm sensations of the breath are coming and going from the bridge of the nose. interested, more and more enthusiastic. There is nothing more important that you could be doing than right now, and what it is you're doing right now. All of your aspirations will be amplified and benefit from this practice. That which you want to become will be benefited and amplified by this practice. And as you become more and more relaxed, move that sensation now up from the bridge of the nose, just slightly now to the point between the eyebrows. And begin to feel now the cool and warm sensations of the breath are now coming and going from the spiritual eye. Lifting your gaze to that point, relaxing your body, single pointed focus at the point between the eyebrows, feeling the cool sensation there on the inhale, slightly warm sensation there on the exhale. focus back to the point between the eyebrows, feeling the cool sensation there on the inhale, the slightly warm sensation there on the exhale, mentally chanting Hong on the inhalation, Sa on the exhalation, allowing your body to become more and more relaxed with each breath. Allowing yourself to become more and more focused with each breath. And as you breathe, you can feel that the breath is making the sounds of the mantra within you. Breath, feel that it is making the sound of Om on the inhale, Sa on the exhale. And as you become more and more relaxed, you may notice that the breath becomes shorter, the pauses between breaths become longer. You can enjoy those pauses between breaths. You can also chant Om, Om, Om during those pauses between breaths. Always just meditating for 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows, simply feeling the cool sensation there on the inhale, slightly warm sensation on the exhale. Mentally chanting Hong on the inhalation and Sa on the exhalation. The elements of this technique are like candy for the mind. Allow the mind to be fully absorbed like that bee, fully engrossed on the blue lotus flower at the point between the eyebrows. Nothing more important, nothing more fascinating and beautiful. Yogananda tells us that Hong Sa is a very powerful technique for cultivating concentration, and that with concentration we can heal our minds. Feel the mind healing in the space between two thoughts. Letting go of the mantra, letting go of the focus on the breath, letting go of the right index finger, keeping your gaze laser focused at the point between the eyebrows, taking a deep breath as if you were breathing in through your heart. Hold the breath, feel swirling, glowing ball of light energy in the heart center, swirling around. Feel the doorway of your heart open, and that light beams up from the heart, up through the heart, up into your throat. Feel that light gathering in the throat chakra, a vortex of light, spinning, swirling light. The doorway of the throat opens, that light beams up from the throat, up into the base of the brain at the medulla oblongata. Feel that light there, that doorway opens, that light beams through your brain to the point between the eyebrows. Gaze uplifted there, 3 exhales from that point. Breathing normally, laser focused at this point between the eyebrows, which Yogananda tells us is like a spiritual broadcasting station. This is how the small self communes with the higher self. We can use this like a mental microphone to broadcast our sacred demands to our higher self, to our Divine Mother. This is the way we communicate. Children to our Divine Mother. Feel childlike. Feel enthusiasm. Feel like you want to be with your Divine Mother so bad right now. Like a child that just wants to be with their mother. She wants to be with you. Let go of all agitation. Let go of all limitations, all limiting beliefs. The only thing that is blocking her vibration is our agitation, our lack of spiritual adventurousness. Gaze uplifted at that point between the eyebrows. Let us now mentally call out to her. You can send this like a beam of light to her, mentally chanting, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. We want to feel you, Divine Mother. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. We give you our love, Divine Mother. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Yogananda tells us that she has everything, not our love, unless we offer it freely. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Keeping the gaze uplifted, begin to feel a vibration, a sensation, anything that you can feel right now in your heart center. Begin to feel that vibration amplifying. Vibration of energy filling the heart, sending rippling waves of vibrations, vibrating energy throughout your body, permeating every fiber of your being. Rippling throughout your body, down into your hands, into your fingertips. Feel the hands pulsing, vibrating. Feel that energy moving up from the hands, the palms, up into the forearms, up into the biceps, and triceps, up into your shoulders, and gathering in the heart center. That divine quality now becomes divine quality of peace. A peace that passeth all understanding. It goes beyond language. Peace is a feeling. Allow that that peace to wash over you. Feel the embrace of your Divine Mother's peace surrounding you. She is like the peace of the night sky, vast space. Yogananda said if you want to feel God, then you should feel the infinite space within your body. And the infinite space in all directions. Begin to imagine and feel that there is 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space in front of you. A 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space behind you. A 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space to your left. A 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space to your right. A 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space below you. And 1,000,000 miles of expanding clear space above you. Allowing your consciousness to expand to the furthest boundary of eternity, where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. Feeling this infinite space in all directions. We are center everywhere, circumference nowhere. The space continues to expand at the speed of light in all directions. Take in a breath, sigh it out, expand. Gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. Continuing to feel in the heart, we are tuned in with our Divine Mother. Our hearts are tuned to peace. Continuing to make this connection with her stronger and stronger, using this broadcasting station, broadcast to her. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. She's listening. She's with you. All she ever wants is for us to pay attention to her, to be present, to be happy, to feel peace, to be with her, to feel her love. Begin to feel that the heart center is like a lotus bud. And that lotus bud is now opening its petals wide and turning upwards to receive the light of the sun that is now pouring down into that lotus flower of your heart. The Divine Mother's radiant light is filling your heart. That light is growing brighter and brighter and brighter, and so bright that the edges of your body now blur with the infinite light and space in all directions. Enjoying this lightness, keeping your gaze uplifted, feeling in the heart. As you begin to notice that this feeling in the heart center now has the divine quality of calmness. Tune your heart to calmness. Calmness differs from peace because calmness is dynamic. We can feel calmness here in the peace of this meditation, and then we can learn to attune and feel this calmness at any time, anywhere, and everywhere. No failure on our part, no disappointment, no misunderstanding from others. No activities in the movie of life can take this calmness away from us. No one can steal our inner peace unless we allow that to happen. We choose to feel this calmness. Yogananda tells us that calmness is invincibility. We can watch this movie of life and go through all of the ups and downs, and with calmness we can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. And when we remember, we begin to commune with the divine as Satchit Ananda, consciousness, truth, bliss. Consciousness of truth is bliss. Remembering that we are infinite eternal beings having a human experience on purpose to play, to have fun, and to enjoy, and to live and learn. As we remember this, we begin to remember that life is joy, that we came from joy, and that we'll return to joy, and we begin to feel that joy permeating our heart and spreading into every fiber of our being, connecting with God as Satchidananda, feeling this joy permeating our bodies and filling us with joy, and we feel a smile spreading across our hearts, smile spreading across our throats, smile spreading across our mouths, a smile spreading across our brows, gaze uplifted to that point, feeling this joy within us. Swami Kriyananda tells us that love is bliss in motion. That we open our hearts, tune to ecstasy, feel this bliss and share it with another, and this is love. We have tuned our hearts, we feel this joy, this bliss within us, and we allow it to expand out from our hearts, radiating, filling this room, bathing one another in this bliss. Bathe in this loving vibration here in this space. Allow it. Let go. Feeling this joy, feeling this love, sharing this love with each other. This love is emanating out from our hearts. A radiant light beaming from our hearts, filling our bodies with light, radiating out into the room, filling the space with light, blessing this building, blessing this as a place where people can feel this divine vibration when they enter, a place of friendship, a place of joy, a place of creativity, a place of remembering and celebrating who we really are. This light is expanding out over the neighborhood, blessing the neighborhood, blessing our city, blessing the state, blessing our country. All receptive hearts in our country are feeling nourished by this light. Make no mistake, there are so many great souls seeking God in this country at this time, for real. See them being nourished by this light, gaining calmness, gaining peace, remembering what really matters, having aha moments to transform this planet in this powerful year, make this world a better place. Joining forces with all of the light warriors in our country now, we radiate this light over the oceans, purifying the waters, sending peace and calmness, love and joy, wisdom to our brothers and sisters around the world. We are one with all other beings, all souls. See them nourished and bathed in this light, and now gathering with all of the light warriors on our planet. This light is radiating out from all of these points of light, and now this dome of light, this sphere of light wraps around Mother Earth, healing her, purifying the waters, the air, every creature, every atom. Taking a breath, sigh it out and heal her. Heal her, heal. And now with our palms together in front of our hearts, with our gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, we'll repeat this prayer out loud after me, and then we'll rub our palms together and we'll chant Om 3 times as this light radiates, pours out from our hearts, through our arms, out from our palms, and fills the universe, the multiverse, with this healing, radiant light. Repeating after me. Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent,
Thou art omnipresent,
Thou art in all Thy children,
Thou art in all Thy children.
Manifest Thy healing presence,
Manifest Thy healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
in all minds,
in all minds,
in all souls.
in all souls.
Rubbing their palms together, feeling this warm magnetic energy in the palms. We are warriors of light. This is why we're here. Taking a deep breath. Palms up. Here in the afterglow of our meditation, Yogananda tells us our prayers are amplified. Here in the calmness, keep your heart tuned to this calmness. Like a calm lake, letting the ripples smooth. And spend some moments now in prayer with your higher self, your inner guides, your Heavenly Father, whatever form of the divine that you connect with, the great dreamer of this dream reality. You can hold up anything that you would like, commune with him about. You can hold up that question now that you wrote down. What truth is ready to ignite within me? Hold your thoughts up to the calmness within. In calmness, we receive inspiration from our higher selves. through. You could just start writing, see what comes out. Remaining calm, remaining present. Love is the water that nourishes true inspiration. Peace. Joy to you, friends.